ITTV show. Amy Whitney here. I have a special guest today, Dr. Sean Armstrong. Dr. Armstrong, along with his partner Hadi, own two natural therapies clinics in southwestern Ontario. I've known Dr. Armstrong for about close to 2 years, and in that time I've been really impressed with his wealth of knowledge and his energy. He recently mentioned a volunteer organization that he belongs to, and at that point I said, will you please come on in the TV show to talk a little bit about that. So without further ado, thank you for joining us today, and let's start with, why don't you give us a bit of information about yourself, about your practice, about the organization.
Well, it's a pleasure to speak with you, Amy, and I'm glad we can actually put some knowledge out there for other people to learn about. My wife and I are both registered naturopathic doctors, and that means that we've been trained with 8 years of pre-medical science, or 4 years of pre-medical sciences at a university, and 4 years of naturopathic medical training, under which we go through the same basic training as a Western medical doctor: pathology, biochemistry, pharmacology, but we apply our medicine in a different way. So we look to a holistic perspective. We try and find root causes, and we believe in the body's natural ability to heal itself. So what we do with our treatments is we foster that, and by applying botanical medicines, using homeopathy, diet, lifestyle, nutrition, we can also offer counseling and spinal manipulation, much like chiropractors. We apply our treatments with traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture. And the other thing that we are additionally licensed for in our clinics is IV therapy. So it allows us to treat to treat cancer in a very positive way as an adjunctive treatment with high-dose vitamin C. I can also reestablish nutrition. If people don't have a very good absorption through the digestive tract, we can actually bypass that through the IV treatment options. So it's a really modern-day approach to clinical nutrition in that way too. So it's an exciting therapeutic. So.
Fantastic. And I'm going to put a little bubble up with your contact details, but where are your clinics located?
We have 2 full-time naturopathic clinics, and one is located in Tillsonburg at 518 Broadway Street, and the second is located at 55 Kent Street South in Simcoe. And we also have a website at www.armstrongclinic.com, which people can actually access for a lot more information. Another great website for more naturopathic medicine or registered naturopathic doctor information is the CAND website at cand.com. I think it may be actually cand.ca, but either of those will probably get you to the right spot. Okay.
And just a little bit of information about CSRP, the organization you belong to.
Okay, well, it's a non-for-profit that I've been volunteering for about 4.5 years now, and we've basically organized through a Trillium Grant booklet that organizes and summarizes all the local practitioners and supports through cancer treatment and for support through caregivers as well. We've also created a website, and that's a quick access to any local events and things that we're promoting. And through that program, our goal was to basically bring our communities together, raise funds locally, and keep them local, to support local people. So through that, we've launched a number of different initiatives. One would be the George's Night Out, and that is raised in the name of a local person who actually passed away from cancer. And we basically take people out to an evening at the theater, or for an evening at a restaurant, or to get a sitter to take care of the children with a recent diagnosis, to give the cancer patient and perhaps the caregiver a break. The second focus that we have is the Love Life Trust Fund. That's a trust fund that we've organized through local donations to be able to help people through their treatment focuses, through nutrition, through perhaps helping them out with food, income, those type of things when they're in a hard place and they need some assistance. The third is also another program called the Kimmy Cares program. It basically incorporates the use of a doll that has wigs, so we can explain the chemotherapy process to children if their parents have been diagnosed, or to go to local schools and actually give a presentation in that sense too. It's a great educational tool. And recently, it's another great initiative that we've just funded. It's called A New Day, A New Me. It's much like the Look Good, Feel Better program that's already been initiated, but it's a local program in which we support local aesthetic salons. We partnered with SCS and PharmaSave locally at the White Horse Plaza to be able to provide a session where makeup can be applied professionally to help out with wigs and other fittings for aesthetics and those type of things. And basically we educate the patients going through the process. They get to take a whole bunch of cosmetics home with them after learning how to apply them, and this is all through funding, so it's all to help out with I guess the cancer journey and the process for really an empowerment side of things too. So
awesome.
And the other exciting thing we're doing, we're actually applying for charitable status, so excitedly we're looking forward to be able to receive more funds and donations to be able to help and reach out to more people. So it's an exciting step to the future. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
So I would imagine working in the natural therapies field, you would have a lot of opportunity to lend yourself to a lot of organizations. Was it the local factor in that organization that drew you there?
It was. There's a lot of fundraisers that come along. I think from the Canadian Cancer Society, the CIBC Run for the Cure, that people are so generous to donate to, but a lot of that money goes to research and a lot of evidence-based research, but it doesn't actually help the people locally within the community. So what we wanted to try and do was expand that to help people locally, as well as also provide and support other organizations that are already there, not to duplicate what is already going on, but to create a new niche that's needed in our community. And the reason why we did that was there's such a high incidence and prevalence of cancer in our area, and as we see, cancer rates are skyrocketing everywhere, partly due to the environmental exposure. There's a lot of factors that come into play, our poor diets and a lot of lifestyle choices that we make in North America that don't promote health and benefit. So.
And the future of the organization, do you have anywhere that you want to see it move to, or where it's at now, the way it's helping, do you see that's covering all the bases?
Well, I think what we're trying to do is offer a lot of grassroots support, and if we can help other organizations start up in their local communities, that would be fantastic too. We've actually started with another group to support them in Haldimand as well, neighboring groups, and what we're trying to do, in fact, is to try and, we're currently applying for a charitable status. So in that we will be able to receive perhaps more generous donations and help people more effectively as well. So through fundraising, it's another thing that we want to try and increase those the capacity for. And one thing that's limiting us right now is the fact that we are short on volunteers. So our board is fully comprised of people from local businesses that are volunteering their time altogether. So if we could get more volunteers, that would really help us, and I think move the CSRP forward in that notion.